Welcome to another session where I trade the Nasdaq 100 futures live. I'm happy you tuned in and look forward to making this a profitable afternoon. All right, everyone. It is Friday, February 4th, 2022, and I am your host, Chris. We'll be trading the Nasdaq 100 futures live between now and 3:30 Eastern Time. So welcome to the group. We will go ahead and get started in just a sec here. I will get started in just a moment. I just need to paste something here. Okay. Hey, good morning, Lee. And it is a happy Friday. Hope you're doing well today. Hope you've had a good morning so far. Ansel, good morning. Glad to have you back. Let's make some money today, guys. Let's have a fantastic day. Good. Good morning, everyone. Excellent. All right. So my volume's working. Everything's working. Let's bang this out, and we're going to go ahead and get started right now. All right. As always, we have the Nasdaq daily, which is something we look at each day. And right now here on the dailies, let's put my mic a little further away from my voice. We had the signal here to the downside, and I had said a couple of things were going to happen in the days to come. And we saw this happen yesterday. Screenshots are posted on Discord. I said either price is going to retest the 410, sink below it, or it'll bounce back up, or it'll trade sideways. Any one of those three was a real possibility. And guess what happened? It tested the 410 right there. You can tell by the wick of the candle, it came right through the 410. Bounced right back up. Now it's trading sideways. So we're in a cyclic market today. Market is trading sideways. We are currently in our favored holding pattern, which is consolidation. And yeah, you know, this most likely will trade sideways for a little bit until we actually get a reversal here. Once we get a reversal on this filter, then it'll continue the trajectory in the upward direction. But until then, I do not expect that to happen. We're either going to get sideways trading, or it may just dip down just a little bit more. But I do expect some sideways trading over the next couple of days. Amazon rally just really didn't move the needle much, even though we're up only about 100 points today. Not enough to undo the Facebook sell-off, in my opinion. All right, so going here to the 5-minute, right now we're in consolidation. For those who are new to the channel, consolidation is an area where the market consolidates and it chops. It's called chop zone, plain and simple. This is an area where you will lose money if you're not an experienced trader, and if you place trades in this area, chances are you will lose money. So be very careful. It's trying to break out of chop zone right there. And as far as the signals go, here's what I have so far. On the cyclic side, I've got a short signal right here that might be short-lived. I've got a short signal over here. I've got a short signal on this one right here. And this one just fired off a buy signal right there. Okay? These are the 4 standard algos that we watch continuously throughout the day. We also have a overnight session chart here that perfectly caught that downside about 5 in the morning. Just nailed it right there. And then it picked up the upside. There's a buy signal here. You can't see it because it's buried below the line, but there is a buy signal. There's an active buy signal here to the upside on this. Okay, so there you go on that. And as far as the other AI, these are the AI algos right here. Got stopped out on this one earlier. It just gave me a stop signal there. And I went ahead and revamped this a little bit. I'm testing it on a different session time than this. Looks a lot different. And this AI algo here has a short signal as well. I think there's bias to the upside right now in the market. Here we are with the larger view, and we're going to go over these guys in detail as we just move along. 2 of the other experimental overnights flagged buy signals as well. This one had a buy signal too that just fired off a short signal on it. But again, these are experimental. These are not to be traded on. These are still an observation, and they'll be an observation for another couple weeks before I decide which one of these to add to the workspace. But I'm just still working on the algos. That's what's really happening behind the scenes. Here's the ES. I've improved the signal. I worked on it a little bit last night, and the signal has been improved from yesterday. So you've got an open buy signal on the ES right here. Also improved this signal too to give you very precise exit points right there for the top and POW for the bottom, very near the tops and bottoms. Alrighty guys, that's what I have right now, and I've got to fix some stuff on my charts here on the left. So I'm going to take a moment, excuse me, to do that right now. Dang it. Yeah, you've been short forever on that, Ansel. That's a very long short there, my friend. All right. market's right at that, very close to that point of control right there. Let's see what's going on with the range bars here. Boom, right there. Just trying to go back and look at something real quick. Okay. All right, I had taken a signal on the ES to experiment on this here, and I think I'm going to close it right now. So if you hear sell or something like that, guys, that doesn't mean I'm shorting the Nasdaq. It's you know, it's a long trade I took here on the ES, maybe about 45 minutes ago or so. Come on, fill me.
Trade.
All right. Oh, shit. Hold on a second. Sorry.
Trade.
All right, there we go. It only got me out on one contract. So, okay, cool. So I'm out of this position here for a very, for a small winner. But we're here to trade the Nasdaq, not the ES. So let me just get back to what we were doing here. There's a real bias on the long term to the upside right now on this. This trade's going to fizzle out real soon, right here. And in the overnight, wow, this upside bias is there. It is there. You know, with volatility falling, price just going up, 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 up. I'd be very cautious to take any short trades right now in the Nasdaq, even though we've got signals to take short trades. My appetite just now is not there for the short side. So even though I've got signals here, short, I am being very cautious, especially for the fact that it's Friday. And it's about to be 1 o'clock, and we have been in this consolidation pattern for the last couple weeks, where between 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock, the market goes sideways. On top of that, it's option expiration day today, where you have the pinning effect, and stocks tend to gravitate towards the strike price with the highest open interest. So you have that phenomenon going on today, which limits directional move in the underlying securities. So, and that includes everything in the Nasdaq 100. So I'm being very precautious today as far as directional moves on my trades. So there you go, guys. There's that. Interesting. Yep. Yeah, this is going to continue to go. I am almost certain that this is going to go for a while before it actually closes. So that's another reason I don't want to take a trade to the short side right now, because these have been very accurate in spotting directional bias in the market. So that's that. Yep, that little bounce right there to the upside is what I'm seeing right here on my charts, and I'm like, no chop trades, no chop zone, no weird stuff, and right now the market does have a upward bias to it. And until we actually clear that zone, I'm just sitting on the sidelines right now, just looking. I did not take this signal to the downside. Not with my overnight pointing up. It's just no way. Here's the other one right here that's been very accurate as well. This has actually been more accurate than this. And there we go. This caught the trade perfectly right there to the upside. And this is about to catch it too, in very short order. Keep in mind, guys, we're going into the 1 o'clock hour, and it's a Friday afternoon, option expiration day, where you typically have the pinning effect. If you're not familiar with what the pinning effect is, that's when stocks move to the strike price with the highest open interest, and you have to be careful. Just simply because it limits directional moves on Friday. And it's very typical as well that we go in a consolidation mode on Fridays. We're just about to have phase shift too right here. Boom. So consolidation is when the market goes sideways. For you guys who weren't here in yesterday's PM session, this is what it looks like right here. Market moves for a prolonged period of time in sideways action, pretending it's going to break up or break down, causing a lot of head fakes and whiplash. Real painful zone to be in, and you're almost guaranteed you're going to lose money here if you jump in a trade like right about there. So we monitor this throughout the day. Right now, we are not in consolidation. Consolidation ended right there. Okay. And there's probably still a little bit more to the upside on this. This has been a great filter to capture the upside when it ends. I've said before, if you're a discretionary trader, you could pretty much print money just with this one study alone right here. It's very accurate in terms of spotting tops and bottoms. So anyway, we are moving higher in the market, and that's what we're watching right now, guys. Little drift higher. Okay, there we go. This flagged the trade really nice right there. Boom to the upside. And so will this in just a moment. Got 2 minutes for bar change. Hope you guys had a good AM session. AM session was nice. I can't complain. I mean, it's been a cyclic day so far, and you could just tell. Very short cycles. Look at this. Very, very short cycles in the market. Let me take a quick peek at the range bars. Yeah, looks like we are about to enter into trend mode right now. Whenever this crosses above the channel, the market will typically run. That's awesome. That's awesome, John. That's really good, man. That's really good. So here we are, guys. Just about, if it breaks above this 654 and continues running, then yeah, we're going to have a nice little run to the upside, and it's looking that way right now. So 2 more minutes, and I'll just put this back here. This caught the trade really nice to the upside. And this one right here just crossed the 0 line, so one more bar you'll have upside on this as well. And again, the overnight pinned it really nice right here. Caught the upside move at 9:15 in the morning, and it's been on a rip since. Same thing with this one as well. 9:15 and boom, to the upside. And these are 2 different studies, by the way. This is one, and this is completely different right here as well. And made some improvements on the ES as well. I just took some profits on this from a small 2 contract position I had.
Guys, everything is still looking the same. No new signals.
If everything looks good right now in about 10 minutes time, when this fires off a long, I may take that if everything else looks supportive of that long. I'm a little bit late to the trade. I'm like 3 bars late on this, so I'm like, okay. No, and I'm just sitting here looking at this and just being very precautious because it is Friday expiration date, and my appetite for risk today, it's kind of muted. Wow. Yep. This thing's running. Very nice run to the upside right here. And you can just capture the long-term movement right here as well. And this is really precise as far as the exit signals on it. So there's that for that. I don't think I put the other strategy here today. So I have this one here, so I am going to go ahead and just paste that window here because it is an active strategy I've got on the other window, which is right there. Yeah, just put that there. Okay. Yeah, this caught the upside. I have it on a separate window. I moved it to a separate window. Should have been here, and right here. Boom. There you go. Okay, trying to fix a little indicator I've got here on my other window. All right, much better. This ES strategy that I have been tinkering with is actually performing quite well today. Yeah, quite nice. Right there for the ES. I don't trade the ES, but I am trying to develop a strategy that could possibly trade it using data from the overnight session. That's something it's in the works right now. And this is not completed yet, so that's in large part why it's not integrated into the workspace. It's called an experiment for that reason. Same thing with these two right here. These are both experiments. So yeah, you're going to get signals that aren't consistent with the direction of the market because these are still being experimented on right now. So yeah, work on these. AI strategy 3. I don't know about that signal there. But AI strategy 2 nailed the signal right here. Boom. To the upside. And sorry guys, but I had this on another window. Because this strategy and this one are identical. The only difference is the session time. That's it. And you've got this one too, right here. Boom, going up. And there we go. Hey Marco, welcome back to the group. Glad to have you here on a beautiful Friday afternoon. Option expiration day today. We've had a nice run to the upside on this signal right here. I did not chase after this signal. I kind of got distracted looking at some other stuff and going through the opening of what we were doing. This was right at the opening right here. But it's okay. But this signal seems to be the one that is fired up and, you know, just rocking right there. So wherever that takes you out, that'll be your exit right there. This is about to give you a signal to the upside. I think it's a bit late to jump in for any upside right now. Then you've got the long overnight session here that is I need to flip my phone upside down because the screen keeps flashing even though I've got the volume off with calls every 5 minutes, and I know those are all robocalls. It's absolutely hate it. So I see clear skies right now, guys. We are not in consolidation, and this market is just, you know, ripping to the upside, and I am late to the party. So one of my rules is no late trades. If I'm late to the party, I stay out of the trade. That's just one of my rules, and that's how I trade. If you guys want to see my rules, they're posted on the Discord group. You guys will see them right there. But I do not jump in for puffs, whether it's 10 points, 20 points, nothing like that. If I'm late to the party, I step aside. But you'll know where this will close wherever it gives you the signal right there. Or if you want to take your signal off of here, that's a safe bet too. This AI strategy right here took the signal to the upside right here, and it still has more to go. Based on this filter right here, until this filter crosses the 0 line plus 1 bar, the trade will just keep going, guys. Just so you know how that works. And there you go. No crossing. I'm just saying that it's getting close to the zero line. That's all.
No change made, guys. Still looking the same.
You know what? Did this give me a cyclic trade here? Where is it at? Let's see. Right there. Yeah, that was a bad signal right there. Just gave you the buy signal right there. I think it's late. This will flag the exit right here. Crossing plus 1 bar, that'll be your exit. Or you can take your exit from this overnight, wherever that exits. Or you can take your exit off of this bad boy, which perfectly caught the trade right at the open. Boom. Okay. I'm on the sidelines on this one, guys. I got in, it just ran from me, and I was distracted with other things, going over all the workspaces, and I do not take late trades, so I'm on the sidelines on this trade. Okay, I'm gonna experiment with something. And let's see if I can experiment with this. See if I can experiment with that. Set 24, make that 27, 2, 2, 4, make that a 4 there. Yeah, that was not right. The right settings on that. Let's see, 27. Yeah, try that. Okay, interesting. I'm just gonna keep that there. See how that plays out and watch it. This trade's fizzling out to the upside. You can see right here, it's just fizzling out. Right here too. See where we're at in the 5-minute. Nice. Hit that, almost hit that zero volume level right there. And perfectly caught the upside. Look at this. I've said before, guys, you can use this chart alone and print money all day. If you're a discretionary trader, if you're a scalper, something like this is indispensable to you. Look at this. Here's where we're in consolidation. As soon as this thing just got out of consolidation on this bar, Boom, 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 boom. Pow. Right there. You got the crossing. That's it, guys. Right there. I mean, look at that. Yeah. If you're a scalper or a discretionary trader, you want to be looking at this. Because this will get you out right there at these, dead zones right there where the trade loses momentum right there. So, boom, right there. There's your exit. If you're a scalper, John, that might be a good exit for you if you're looking for your exit right there. Boom, there it is. Then it'll go sideways, and we'll figure out what it's going to do next. But right now it's going sideways, but we are not in consolidation. I'll just leave this here. We're going to get bar change, not now, in about 10 minutes. And we'll see where this goes. Market's up 211 points. And the AI algo still has a little bit more puff in it right here. But I'm like way late to that trade. So I am going to leave it right here for you guys to see the exit on this. Any of you guys take profits at this level right here? Just curious to know. Just curious. Long day for me already, guys. Long day. Market is trending, as viewed by this. Boom, 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 boom. Right there. If you notice the white line right here, the market started trending right there as soon as it just popped above that white line. Boom, 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 right there. Nice little trend. Same thing right here too. Pow, right there. You get the intersect, that's like the end of it right there. The end right there. And it's looking like it's going to fizzle out here too pretty soon. Boom. So there you go. That's a good question, Lee. It boils down to the signal to noise ratio within the actual bar itself. And in some time frames, that signal to noise ratio is just not suitable for algorithmic trading. For example, in the 1 minute, it's too noisy, right? Some of the higher time frames, it's not applicable either. Just simply because of the frequency domain that those time frames are in. I found that the 15-minute is better. It's hard to measure signal to noise ratio when you have a volume chart, amongst a few other things that are part of the calculation of the algorithm. Those are difficult to measure with volume-based charts, or any other type of exotic charts like Kagi charts or Renko bars or things like that. So for that reason, the time bars, especially the 15-minute in particular, has proven to be the most successful at creating that perfect balance of signal to noise ratio within the frequency domain, and coming up with the right balance that's needed to calibrate the algo, especially when you're back testing and forward testing the algo as well. It could be made for a different time domain. The problem is when you start running your test for optimization, the whole thing falls apart. because some of the signals produced by different time frames and the variations that they have completely distort the processing of information when it comes to back testing and forward testing. So for that reason, without going into a long dissertation, but that's the short answer right there. It has to do with the signal to noise ratio contained in the actual bar itself. Yeah. So there we go, guys. We were looking at this right now. And just as we saw the white line, as soon as it smacked the red line, boom, it went sideways. Same thing that just happened right now. You guys just saw it. That's the reason I left this chart up. As soon as the white line just smacked that red line right there, look what happened. You got resistance right there. Boom. Now it's going sideways. Works like magic. Yeah. Volume charts are actually really good. I like volume charts. I think they're really good for a lot of really good purposes and for trading as well. I just can't seem to figure out. There's a lot of complexity in being able to program the algo to work on a volume chart versus a 15-minute. I've tried every time frame you can possibly think of, from 30 seconds all the way to 1 hour, and I've experimented with every single one of those time frames, and the 15-minute seems to be the best time frame for the algorithm's performance, especially when you're back testing and forward testing the algorithm. That's generally when you actually see how well it performs over a longer period of time, let's say 5 years. And it typically falls apart in the lower time frames and much higher time frames as well. And that's because of the signal to noise ratio. That's the only thing I've been able to pinpoint, amongst a few other things too. Yeah. So there we go. Just hit that right there, smack the red line, and just hit resistance. And that's the end of your trade right there. We just got bar change, guys. And let me take a peek at this. Yeah, this was a late signal right here for sure, especially if this one caught it way down here. My voice is a little scratchy today, so I'm going to tone it down a little bit as I speak. But there you go, right there. This has not closed out the signal, but it's pretty darn close to getting, I mean, you just had a crossing right there, so. Any more upside is gravy, I think. Oh, you know what? Let me go back here. You still have another 15 minutes to go before the closing of this signal here. And this caught the upside. I mean, absolutely perfect right there. Look at that. 11:30. All right. 11:30 right there. I actually had this on a separate screen because this is the same strategy as this one right here, same exact thing, and I brought it back just for illustration purposes. Fix one of my leading indicators here. That's a bad trade. Wow, look at this. Just caught it right there. Boom. Filtered out all this noise right there, which is exactly what it's designed to do, and just ran up all the way. And that's beauty right there. That's absolute beauty. Still working on this. I'm going to work on it a little bit more over the weekend. And let's see that experimental ES. Wow, look at that. This is also another work in progress that I am still fine-tuning, but not bad. The regular overnight that we have is right here. And I would not be taking any type of short signal until this thing actually closed. This one here or the other one I just showed right now. Be very, very cautious on that. But this one's about to end right now. This has been a huge run. It's been a huge winner so far. And I've been just here on the sidelines watching. Yeah, the interesting thing about TradeStation is that it does offer various different chart types. I'm not going to illustrate them here, but it does offer some exotic chart types like line break charts, Kagi charts. You've got point and figure that people typically use to trade stocks. Renko, you've got case bars, you've got momentum bars, you've got range bars, you've got volume-based charts, and you've got percentage-based charts as well. So it offers a collection of very unique charts, just really to fit, to custom tailor any trading style that a person might have. And I've experimented with line break charts, Kagi charts, case charts. Case charts, the theme with that is that it's got a design to it where you need to adjust. I can't remember what, it's like a period or something that needs to be adjusted. And unless you have something to optimize the case bars, then it becomes, they become really problematic, to trade with. If I remember correctly, and I don't hit that by accident, sorry. Alrighty, this is just about to close this trade. I'm sorry, I meant the signal here. The signal's about to close in about 6 or 7 minutes time at 1:45. So chop zone wasn't chop zone today. It ended up being a rally for Friday afternoon. Did not follow the same trajectory it did the previous days. And here we go. Look, we had chop 1, 2, 3, 4 bars, and I'm looking at this going, all right, this is going to be a repeat of what happened yesterday. So I'm going to be extra cautious. And I said it at the beginning of the session. You can replay it and see. I said, yeah, I'm going to be extra cautious because this bad boy may end up just going sideways throughout the whole 1 o'clock time frame, and it didn't. It actually, went up nicely and, did that. So, maybe I was a little bit too overcautious, but it's okay. I'd rather be overcautious than be on the wrong side of the trade, and that's just my style. But this nailed it really nice too, right here. Look, you just pow right there. You could have got out right there, and that would have been your scalp trade if you were looking to scalp this right there as a discretionary trader. So very nice. Okay, so enough with that. No signal there yet. And that's the one that actually nailed the trade. And when I saw this one, I said, "No, this is late. This is way late to the trade right there. Bad signal there. Bad signal there. That stopped you out." And we're right here. In about 4 minutes time, we'll get a bar change. Wow, had a little bit more puff in it. Look at that. Ah, geez. My charts are very sensitive. So every time I click on a screen, I get that dumb window. There we go. You know, another reason why, and it just came to mind right now, that I do not or cannot use really volume charts for the programming of the algo is known as, it has something to do with the principle of proportionality. And the principle of proportionality is simply that the cycle amplitudes are in proportion to the selected time scale. So that's kind of hard to measure sometimes in a volume chart. It actually is hard to measure in a volume chart. Alrighty, there we go. One more puff. And we just got the bar change right now. Nothing here. We still have one more because remember, it's the crossing plus one bar. This, however, right here crossed. And that trade right there is going to start fading out very soon. Nothing here yet. And nothing in the overnight. There or there. Right here. See how my ES experimental is going. Nothing there in the ES. And let me get back to where we were at. I think we were right here looking at that. Cool. I appreciate that. Thanks, Lee. Yeah, I think I can get those here, though, on TradeStation. If you notice here the different chart styles that they have a volume-based chart, and I can customize this for any type of volume I can get. There's also percentage-based charts as well that are really exotic. And but as I mentioned before, I played with all of these right here. And the volume-based charts are actually quite interesting to see on this. So all that volume data is going to be right here on TradeStation. I can get it. See what happened on those range charts? Oh yeah, look at that. Hasn't changed. Hasn't changed. Smacked that line right there, and it went sideways. Right there. That looks like a bad signal right here. Okay guys, I'm going to step out for just a moment. I'll be right back in 2 minutes. Alrighty guys, I'm back. Yeah, this trade is completely fizzling out. Right here, you can see it. This blue trace right here. Boom. This is how you know that this is a bad signal right there. Even though this is a great algorithm, occasionally it's great, but it's not perfect. That's the distinction right there. All right? It's great, but it is not perfect. Anybody who tells you they've got the perfect holy grail, they're lying. This is as close to good as I can find, as I can develop, create, whatever you want to call it. This is a great algorithm in terms of its robustness, but it ain't perfect. So there are days, like you're seeing right there, where it does fire off signals. It did fire off 2 very good signals that I took advantage of this morning, but this PM signal right here was not a good signal right there. All right. So there you go. And the way you find out if it's a bad signal, you look at your confirmation filters at the bottom, and this filter was right here at the top. Okay, up. Okay, it was up. It was not down. So that tells me right there that there is still more puff left in the trade, and more space for it to run. And look at that, it just ran, and there it is. And now it's kind of fizzling out to the upside. Same thing with this right here. Okay, if I see a separation that wide and it fires off a short signal, I'm going to be dubious. I just simply won't take it. All right, we are at 153 right now. We've got a few more minutes for bar change. Okay. Wow, this overnight has just been a monster. Look at this. Boom. Went all the way up to this level. Insane. Insane. Had lower than average volume last night as well in the market, as represented by this histogram in relation to the horizontal line. This also nailed the trade right there. Boom, to the upside. Very nice run up to the upside right here. Very, 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 very nice. I am getting a headline on Bloomberg that leisure leads the way in the U.S. jobs report. And yeah, that's because more people are getting out of their houses and traveling to different destinations because they're tired of being cooped up and told they can't leave. So, you know, obviously hotels and all these other, prime destination spots like Las Vegas are starting to see a lot more people. And I've got friends who live in Las Vegas, and yes, they are seeing an uptick in tourism on the Strip. All right, I'm just going to switch it over here because I want to see where this gives me the exit right there and also right here. So I'll leave it here for now because this is the AI-driven algo. And as soon as you, see the signal here, that'll be the end of that upside. All right, I am not happy with these settings here. It's probably too high. Let me drop that down. Try 16 and maybe that'll work. Yeah, close enough. Ah, okay. I finally got it to work. Dang it. All right, there you go. You got the signal right there. The sell signal. That is right there. Now, let's see. Did we get any sell signals here? Oh, yeah, right there too. Boom. Look at that. Perfect, perfect. That was a beauty. Very, 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 very nice trade. Super nice trade. Let me get my bearings straight here. Okay. All right. Yeah, it's way up there. And we've got that right there too. Yep. All right. I'm going to take a 2 contract short on this. Come on, fill me.
Trade.
Ah, done. Filled at 737. So I'm short 2 contracts on this signal. Oh, wow. Being smacked the top of that resistance level right there. Look at that. Boom. All right, I took a 2 contract short on this right now. So I am short 2 contracts. I'll just type it here. All right. Very nice signal right here. Very, very nice. This signal was late. So I'll just blow this up right here. You guys can see it. Alrighty, so I'm just going to let this bad boy run, and wherever the signal takes me out, I will get out. You can tell the signal's going down right here. It's just that there's no upside left to that. See what happened with that ES signal I had here. Wow, still open. Still open from this morning, from like 9:15 in the morning. Again, this is an experimental chart right here. So I took a long position. I think it was like from here to here, and I took it out right before I got on, right after I got on the session today. But this is an experimental chart. I am working on it. It'll probably take me another few weeks given the time I have available to work on it, but it's more for kicks and grins. I just want to see what the ES is doing and how the strategies perform on it. That's really it. And this is also experimental right here as well. You know, caught the downside trade right there since 1:30 in the morning all the way down. Of course, I'm not up at that time, but these run overnight. And I'm experimenting to see if it's going to be robust. This just smacked the upper echelon of the chart right here. And this is also an experimental study that I've got. That's why it says experiment, overnight experiment 2 and 3 on these workspaces. Beauty. Look at this. Caught the upside, went up, 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 and pow, right there. You can't get better than that, guys. I mean, really. Find me an indicator out there that can perform better than this. There's none. I mean, I know because I've seen them all. I've been around so long. I have tested every indicator I can possibly get my hands on to see how they work. And at the end of the day, they all suck. Especially in today's algorithmic driven environment, you got to have something that's more cutting edge than out of the box tools, that are tools really of yesterday. But this caught this move precisely. Look, pow, the end right there. Beauty, absolute beauty. All right, enough with that. And here we are, and we're looking at this. See what's happening on the 5-minute? Yeah, we're way up here. Way up here. It's got a nice way to go all the way down, at least to here. All right. And this is pointing down too, so there you go. All right. Short. And this has been short forever. This is probably not going to be a good. This is not a good signal at all. And you've got indications here that the market is going to roll over right there. So I'll just keep it here. And now you've just got to be patient. I took a 2-contract short on this at 737 and just got to sit on it now and let it play out. And just in case some of you guys are perhaps wondering, this signal right here, and you could do the math on your side, okay? This signal right here began at the open of the bar at 11:30 in the morning and went all the way till 14:15, the open of that bar. Do the math on your side. Open to open. That is approximately 286 points. 286 points right there. All right. Huge run to the upside. And my short is actually in the green already. Quickly post P&L here for you guys to see. There you go. I'm up over $1,200 in like 5 minutes on this trade. So it's not bad. So I'm gonna let this run. Just run to wherever I get the signal, and that's the end of it. That's gonna be my exit signal there. Yeah, missed the upside, but hey, you know what? There's always downside, right? What goes up must come down. And there we are. I'll come back to this. We just got bar change right now. Let's see if there's any change in anything. It's not going to be any change here, but this one is still on the short. So we're just going to leave that blown up. Anything in the overnight? Nothing yet. Anything here? Nothing yet. Okay. So we're back here where we started. We just entered consolidation zone as well, just for you guys to know. Right here. Okay, we're at the 50% mark in the consolidation area, and I will leave this up until we get out of consolidation, or until we get bar change in about 14 minutes. All right, it just broke past the 50% mark. It's getting close to the bottom threshold. Okay, it is touching the bottom threshold at this bar right now.
Guys, all the same, no new signals. All right, all looking the same.
Okay, we just got a new bar, and it is just slightly below the bottom threshold right now, facing down. So it just broke out from the bottom threshold. P&L is not looking bad. I'm up like $1,700–1,800 and going. Let's check the range bars, see where we're at relative to that. Yeah, right here, guys, right in the middle. Good downside though, right here. Very nice. Okay. Oh, you know what? Sorry. I meant to put it here. Yeah, on this chart. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Let me see if I can get that desk fan working. There. Because it is hot here on my desk. Are you guys able to hear that noise? This little buzzing sound. And I put a desk fan on, little tiny desk fan, just to blow the heat off the surface of my monitors to kind of cool down the space here a little bit. But I just want to make sure it's not causing you guys noise on your side that's coming through the mic. So. Ah, perfect. Excellent. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to know that. Thanks. It's literally 85 degrees on my desk and about 31 degrees outside.
Quer que eu apague o VIX? Or
Alright, this little crossing here does not make me feel comfortable right now. So I am going to re-enter the trade, and I've got like a $300 profit on this right now. I'm going to go ahead and exit it and then re-enter it when it aligns again.
Trade.
So I got out of my short, guys, with a small $300 profit, just simply because I'll give you two reasons why. We're in consolidation zone, and if history is any guide, we have been in these zones consistently throughout the past couple weeks. It gets choppy, it gets nasty, nothing happens, and you stay in this up and down pattern just for the rest of the afternoon. And being that it's Friday, I just don't have the appetite to be in that up and down roller coaster today. We've been in consolidation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bars already for the last 25 minutes. In addition, I had a little crossing right here on this, and I also have it on a different chart next to me that's a little bit smoother than this one is. It's got a different setting, so it smooths it out a little bit more. And I want to avoid this reversal as much as possible while we are in consolidation. So for that reason, and the fact that the market is up 240 points, and the higher time frame has not completely signaled an absolute reversal to the downside, those three reasons right now compel me to just take risk off the table. I can always re-enter this trade on the next bar. If it goes down, it's no big deal. There's still a lot of downside left right here. I just don't want to be caught in that sideways action that we have seen in the last couple of days. And if you're new to this channel, I'll give you a taste of what that looks like. Look, okay, this was yesterday afternoon, up and down, up and down, up and down, till it finally broke down and sold off towards the close right here. Boom, 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 boom. I just don't have the appetite today to be in that sideways chop. And look at that, just ran up again. So I gave you three good reasons why I just took that trade off, made like 300 bucks, no big deal. I'm focused on the process, not the outcomes. That's one of my rules. Thank you. I appreciate that, Marcy.
it's 72 on that side. I can't do nothing.
Oh, really?
The HTC one.
Yeah, it's the monitors. That's, you know,
Yeah,
it's just hot as heck with these monitors.
yeah. I went to Nicholas' room, it's freezing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Jeez. Yes, the Dell Ultra Sharps are on my list. They're on my to-do list. They're on my wish list. That and a couple of other things I need to get here for my desktop, for my setup. But yeah, the Dells are definitely, I looked into those and they look to be good monitors. They are definitely on my target list of items to get. Yeah, Marcy just stepped out to the living room from our home office, and she says, well, it's 72 degrees in the living room. It's 31 outside. We really can't turn off the heater. But it's 85 right here in my desk as I sit doing this live stream right now. It's crazy. And I'm in a t-shirt and shorts. That's nuts. Yeah, thanks for recommending those monitors, Lee. I looked them up online. Those are actually pretty good. So I'm out of this, the short trade, guys, and I gave you 3 good reasons why I got out of the short trade. And it was a wise decision to get out because the market just kind of did an about face and went up. And with 2 contracts, I would have been upside down over $1,000 already. So not what I want to see on a Friday afternoon. So it was a smart choice to get out of the trade. And again, if you guys didn't catch that, there were 3 reasons why I got out of the trade. So just replay the tape and you'll hear why. Wow, has not exited the long trade on this. Amazing, amazing. This algorithm has actually performed. I made some tweaks to it last night, and it's performing really good today. Superbly good. Right here, more than 260 points to the upside on that. This one that's experimental is also performing relatively good too. This one I need to work on, and again, these are experiments, guys. And on the ES has been on a rip since 9 a.m. right there. I mean, huge monster move in the ES. Let me see if I can display. You guys can do the math on your side. All right. So it caught this signal right here. Dang. Caught this signal right here at 9:15 in the morning at oh man, numbers are so small. At 4,447. All right, so you guys do the math. 4,447 to wherever it is right now, which is 4,510. It's a huge move. Huge move. And I took a small trade right here to the upside. So I made a few $100s right there. And this is experimental again, guys. It's experimental. I still need to tweak it. I still need to work on it. It'll probably take me another, 2 or 3 weeks to polish it up and have it ready. I'm not intending to trade the ES. It's just something I want to have, here, just for kicks and grins, just to see how the strategies work. That's it. I might give it consideration later on down the road to trade it, but not now. we're out of consolidation. Second bar, out of consolidation. Market did an about face. I am very happy I got out of that short trade, because I would not have been happy right now being in that short trade with this about face right there. And this signal caught it perfectly right there. Pow. Look at that. About face, boom. And I've got another one just like it on a separate screen to the left over here that is a smoother version of this indicator right here. All right, we got 3 minutes for bar change. See, I had something else behind this. Let's see what's it doing right there. Right there. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Put that right there. All right, we just got bar change right now. Let's see if there's any signal change in anything here. We got a short signal right here. Short signal is consistent right here as well. Anything in the overnight, nothing in the overnight, nothing there as well. And let's go back here. I think we're still in that. We're back again in consolidation right here. Look at. It's not even at the 50% line. So it began to do what it's done the last 10 days. It's going sideways. And although I've got a signal to the downside, it doesn't mean you have to take the signal. You know, you have to use your experiences, you know, as well, and figure out that, you know, if it's in consolidation, you're going to get this whole chop zone experience, which is not pleasant. I'll just leave this up for you guys to see where it's trading, and I'll be coming back to it. I'll just bounce around from one thing to another. Thank you. Yep, I'm going to keep this right here. So we get out of that zone. All right, it's at that 50% mark right now on the consolidation on this candle right here. And it is turning over, guys. You know, I'm just trying to be patient until it gets out of that chop zone right there. If you guys are just tuning into the group, welcome. We are trading the Nasdaq 100 futures live. Please show your support and like the live stream, and also subscribe to the channel. That's the only way to find out when I come live, when you subscribe. And by liking the channel, you also show your support, which is encouraging and very appreciated as well. So right now I've got a signal to go short on this by a couple different algos, but we are in consolidation, and we've been in this consolidation zone for a little bit, and I am waiting for us to clear out of this consolidation zone before taking that to the downside. If the downside is still open. I mean, you still have a little bit more to go right here before this crosses above the zero line. So, yeah. Okay, let's go back here and take a peek, see where this is at. We are right at the 50% mark right now on that. Today also marks the 3rd week anniversary, guys, that I've been live streaming. This is my 3rd full week. I am by no means an expert in live streaming on YouTube, and I'm still in the learning curve phase of the experience, but I've been trying to just understand how the streaming process works. I decided to do this only because I want to showcase something that's real in the marketplace. There's a lot of noise out there on YouTube with regards to trading and all sorts of styles and approaches and just noise. So I wanted to illustrate an approach that is unique and different and more systematic and disciplined than what you typically find out there on YouTube. So if it seems boring to you, that's because I'm not taking every trade. It's just my style of trading. Also, if you join the Discord group that's pinned above the chat box, you'll find screenshots of every day's session posted on there, so you can go back, analyze, and compare how, let's say, a simple chart like this compared to your setup. And hopefully, by way of doing that, you guys can improve your own setups. You guys could come up with ideas to enhance your approach to trading, and hopefully these sessions will bring you some value where you guys can improve on what you're doing. I'm not saying to follow me, guys, because everyone's got their own unique approach to trading, and that's all designed around each person's individual risk tolerance. At the end of the day, that's what it boils down to right there. There's scalpers in the group. There's long-term traders in the group. There's overnight traders in the group. Each one of us has our own forte as to what we like, but it's all based on our own individual risk tolerance, right? So what's good for one person may not be good for another person, just simply because your risk tolerance is different. Your margin requirements at your brokerage house might be different, than where I have my accounts, So there's a lot of considerations involved. I'm just illustrating how I trade my own account for educational purposes, and to kind of shed light on what algorithmic trading is really all about in the marketplace, right? I've been doing this for a while. But also, I'm not a licensed financial advisor, so I cannot give you specific information on what to do with your account, especially if you are upside down and by a lot. Used to be a financial advisor, licensed, had many licenses. I had my 3, my 7, my 63, my 65, and but that was many years ago, before I got into algorithmic programming and all these other fun things that I'm involved with now. So also, all trades that you take, guys, are solely done at your own discretion and at your own risk as well. I think I'm required to say that by the rules of the exchange. Anyway, there's a full disclaimer. If you are into disclaimers, you can read the disclaimer. It's on the description in the video section of the box on every video. Big long disclaimer. Anyway, but it's always fun, to have a group of guys who are like-minded, who have a similar interest. I only trade the Nasdaq 100. People ask me, why don't you trade gold, crude oil, or anything else? It's just guys that look. You can be jack of all trades, master of none, and at the end of the day, you're really not going to make a lot of money. In this business, you want to be a specialist. You want to be good at one instrument. Focus your attention on that. And I picked the Nasdaq just simply because it's got the, it's got the risk-reward profile that I think is beneficial to trade. So that's my little spiel right there. All right, that's enough with that. And see what I mean, guys? This market right now is just up and down, up and down, up and down. You know, very, very, very tricky market right now to get into. And we're just about to get bar change in 5 minutes. I mean, that all can change, you know? But right now, you know, the consolidation just broke to the upside again.
So guys, no changes were made, so all the same.
It's no
since
surprise.
This morning.
Huh. Interesting. And here we are. Right there. Let's check a look at that ES. Wow. No close on the ES. This thing's been going on forever. Yeah, pretty amazing. We're just in a nasty area of noise, guys, right now. And again, I'm just happy I took that trade out earlier. Proved to be the right choice. Wow. I'm watching a lady speak on Bloomberg here. She's the global head of equity and inclusion at Morgan Stanley. I had no idea that such a position even existed at Morgan Stanley. And I used to work with them many years ago. I guess that's a new thing that companies are coming up with now. Equity and inclusion representative at their firm. Okay. But she's the global head of diversity and inclusion. That's what her title reads. All right, Morgan Stanley's gone woke. Oh wow, it's breaking up to the upside. Today is the 4th. Yep, does not surprise me at all. All right, we just got bar change right now. Let's see if we have any new signals. Nothing here. Got a short signal there. Got a buy signal right here after this bad signal on this one right there. And nothing here. Okay, so nothing yet. And anything here in the overnight? Nope. And nope. Wow. Amazing. And nothing here. Just put it here. It's touching that very ceiling right there. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I agree. I think this has already hit the top of the day. I just got a signal on my longer time frame chart, and this looks like it's going to roll over. So I agree with that premise. Absolutely agree. I'm going to shut down this Algo here and refresh it and see if it brings back a better setting. I don't know, maybe it must have been something with the actualization, because I can't imagine that it would do that today. So I'm going to give it a few minutes and then bring that bad boy back up. right, let me see if I could open that workspace again. And maybe it'll pick up a better set of settings now. Okay. And move this bad boy. All right, so it refreshed. And I think the refresh, it must have been something with the actualization when I launched it today. I have no idea why it picked up those shitty settings that it had. But here we go. You got a short signal that fired right there. So this is AI Algo 3, guys. This is the one that's driven by AI. And I just refreshed it right now, and it refreshed with a new set of settings. There must have been something when I opened it this morning, and it didn't capture the right settings for the day, but this has been very accurate the last couple weeks. Well, for a while that I've been using it, for a long time. And but now it did capture the settings right here. So we'll see how it shakes out. You know, we're already at the zone. Yeah, 960 is a really high zone. I don't think this is going to go above 815 today. Very seriously doubt it'll go above 815. And that was a bad signal too. So we had a bad signal there that got stopped out right there. And the market just rolled up, guys, right there. Boom. I got out right here as soon as it crossed, and I'm like, that's it, I'm out of there. Boom, 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 because it was in consolidation and a couple other reasons I gave earlier. And there we go. And this is going to continue going up until you get a crossing right here. That I can guarantee you. So if we're close to that level, you might get another pop into this level right here and then come back down. Yeah, it's already way up on top right here. Any signals in the overnight? Nothing in the overnight. Nothing in the overnight right here. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. You talk about a monster run in the overnight session right there. You guys can do the math on this one. Took that trade at 417 and now it is at 800. So this algo caught a move that is approximately 400 points to the upside. All right, guys, 400 points to the upside right there. And this is under observation. It's an experimental workspace that I'm playing around with right now. I'll be working on this over the weekend. Hopefully, I'm not going to promise, but hopefully it might be ready for next week. And let's see. Look, we're right here in that zone. I'm just going to keep this here to see if it breaks above 815. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, guys, there it goes. All right, if you guys have never seen the market instability chart I've got displayed here, guys, I just brought it from another screen up on top. Normally, what ends up happening with this particular chart is an overlay between the overnight session and the intraday session right here, with each one of these dots spaced in 10-minute increments. Normally, when hedge funds are getting ready for a move in the opposite direction, what generally ends up happening is you have these extreme levels that end up being created, as we're seeing right here. Like, for example, right here, and then boom, you know, came all the way up, and then we had right here, and then boom, all the way up. So what's happening here in this chart, if you notice, this candle, or actually bubble, whatever you want to call it, is way out. It's becoming an outlier right there, and that normally occurs right before a big move in the opposite direction. Okay, right there. And I did a whole course on this, on how to spot market instability. It's on the YouTube channel, and I don't know, I think I must have posted it on the Discord group as well. But you got to watch areas like this. You know, when it's clustered up like this, not so much. But when it starts becoming an outlier like this, that signals that there is going to be an imminent change to the opposite direction in the market. So keep an eye for that. happened here. Look at that. Boom, right there. There's the end of that upside. Right there. I'll take a 2 contract short on this. Actually, no. It's 3:17 in the afternoon. Sorry. 1 is fine. Didn't fill me.
Trade.
Done. Almost forgot it was like almost over for the trade day. 3:15 in the afternoon. Here I am thinking a 2 contract short. No, 1. So I did take a 1 contract short at a price of $7.99. Did we get any signals whatsoever right here? This was a bad short. Nothing here whatsoever. We have a short signal here. This has only had 1 bad signal today. This has actually performed very, very, very good. So I'll blow this bad boy up so you can see it right there. Only 1 bad signal. And okay, bad signal there, and this thing's about to cross to the downside. Yeah, and I just illustrated when this thing kind of goes all the way to the very, very end right there, this generally ends up happening. You get a pullback to the downside. So we'll see if that happens. No signal there. Wow, on that overnight, and no signal there. Nice. That short's working out really good. No. Parabolic SAR. No. This is a custom time frame chart here that I created on TradeStation to kind of overlap the overnight with the intraday to spot market instability when it happens. And if you noticed yesterday afternoon, the same thing happened. You know, the market came all the way down. You were right here, right at the close, and then you had Amazon, and boom. Okay, very typical activity that happens with hedge funds when they do this type of activity, and the market just kind of goes this way. You can almost, with 90% certainty, bet that you're going to have a big reversal in the opposite direction. All right, so that short trade's working out really nice so far. Let's check and see on the 1 minute here. Oh wow, look at that. Sideways, 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 boom, and back down. Right there. Interesting. See what's happening on the 5 minute as well. Good. All right, we'll just let this play out.
So guys, here on this side, nothing changed since this morning. No new signals, nothing. Friday, slow day. I let you guys know before we close, if you in about 6 minutes, if you have anything else. All right.
All right, guys, I'll be right back. 2 minutes. Alrighty, I'm back. All right, 3 minutes for bar change. I don't know if you guys know this, but there's a study out there somewhere online that says that the average trader, the average retail trader trading the Nasdaq 100 only makes between 5 and 10 points per day. I don't know how accurate that is, but if that's true, wow, that'll just blow me away. Because you guys have seen moves spotted by the algo here in the various different workspaces I have in the hundreds of points. Hundreds of points. It's the way you have here in the overnight, right here. I mean, even in my experimental ES, right there, you have a huge rip to the upside. So I just found that article to be interesting. I read that many years ago. It's probably still floating out there in cyberspace somewhere. All right, I am up a little bit over $500 on this position. Friday afternoon. Right? Yeah. Yeah, it's a difficult instrument to trade, and a lot of traders have a challenging time trading the Nasdaq. All right, we just got bar change right now. Yeah, people do tend to overtrade. Very common personality habit of most people. They tend to overtrade their accounts, they blow up their accounts, they get margin calls, it's all sorts of things. Yeah. Did we get anything here? No exit signals there.
So guys,
No
here on my side, so GS, I'm still long there, position going good to the calls, and I did not got an exit on the BX to get out yet, but I'm getting out here because I
Yes, that's absolutely right. They do not structure the risk, and that's one of the big reasons why a lot of these traders end up losing boatloads of money on the Nasdaq. A lot of times it stops. You know, they watch videos, they listen to gurus, and they place 10-point stops, 20-point stops on the Nasdaq. You can't do that. I've said it before many times, because the Nasdaq will sometimes do an about face, you know, and go the opposite way 20, 30 points before it actually goes the way you wanted it, right? And if you've got a 20-point stop, you're done. You're just going to be giving money to the market all the time. So I think there's a lot of factors in play right there. It's just going sideways now. Geez. Take a peek here real quick. Wow. And nothing here either. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. This one, let me just take for kicks and grins. You guys can do the math. This caught the entry at 417 and still open. So you guys can do the math. 417 to 791 right now. Huge, huge monster move. All right, guys, I'm up about $100 on this trade. It's just like doing nothing right there. And my chart here is still, it got clustered. So normally when it gets clustered like that, that means it's not going to do that that sharp reversal anymore that I initially thought it would. So now I'm up a couple $100. You know what? Might be good for me to just exit this trade because I am done for the day and I need to optimize. And I bet you the moment I exit, it's all going to go down, right? Right? I'm actually thinking of going to Cancun in April. I really need I'm in real need of a good vacation right now. Now, I don't think we're going to see a rip right now by the end of the day. You know, it may come down to the point of control, which is right here. And that will be it, because you got downside right here. Look. That downside's fizzling out. Alright guys, so I've had a great day so far today. I'm up maybe $100 and something on this trade, and it's not going anywhere, and it's past my threshold of when I like to trade, so I'm going to just blow out of this. And let me see. Actually, let me take a look at my, yeah, nothing's happening there. It's right in the middle. So come on, fill me.
Trade.
Done. I'm out of there, guys. I'm tired. I've had a very long day, made $100 and something on that trade, nothing to brag about. I'm just exhausted because I've had a very long morning. And after 3:30, it's just my rule. I just prefer not to trade in the markets. So that is it. That's all I've got for you today. I will post screenshots of all these right now, of the highlights for the day on the Discord group shortly after the market. I'm finished. I'm going to go grab a bite to eat, and I wish each and every one of you a successful rest of the afternoon, whatever's left of it, and a fantastic weekend ahead, guys. Enjoy it. Have fun with your families and friends. And I'll see you back here again at 12:30 on Monday, 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. Thanks again for being a great crowd.